There are 43 families in Frazzleville town, as well as a grumpy old man who always wears a frown. He lives by himself, and he is cantankerous, grouchy and mean. But something happened to him one Christmas day that would change that. Something that surely could not be foreseen. This is the story of what happened to him that day, and about a tiny scared little kitten who became lost, a poor baby stray. The grumpy old Frazzle lived in a small house. All alone, he had no running water, no electricity, and even no phone. The house that he lived in was old and in awfully decrepit shape. There was a broken down fence still attached to a rotting wood gate. The grass was tall and the bushes needed cutting, and the door to his cellar kept opening and shutting. He stayed to himself mostly, and essentially never went out. But when he had to, it was with a grimace and a pout. He avoided people as much as he could, and especially the children. Said they always up to no good. Yes, the grumpy old man was settled in his ways. He also disdained any kind of animals, but especially the strays. It was a cold winter that year, and the temperatures remained well below freezing. Many of the Frazzles got sick, started coughing and sneezing. But Doc would come around and treat their ill woes, give them medicine and comfort, and said, "Please blow your nose." And when he would leave, he would turn out their bedroom light and wish them ever so nicely to have a good night. They did what he told them. It was surely the right thing to do. If you were feeling sick, you would follow his advice too. Well, it happened on that Christmas. The grumpy old Frazzle did become ill. He developed a fever, a cough, a sneeze and a chill. But as you now know, he did not have a phone, no way to call for the doctor. He was feeling badly and all alone. He lied there shivering, so cold and exceedingly weak. His chances to get better seemed terribly bleak. The house that he lived in was so damp and so cold. He was in a dire situation, the truth to be told. Well, do you remember how he hated all animals, especially the strays then? You might guess what then happened on this coldest of days. A small little kitten had wandered away from its mother and lost sight of its father, sisters and brother. The kitten found a crack in the front door of that house and climbed right through it, quiet as a mouse. The kitten was cold, lost and forlorn. It just wanted to find some place cozy, safe, snug and warm. The kitten climbed up on a stool near the bed and jumped up higher, chasing a thin strand of thread. The thread was from a thin brown blanket, which was all worn and shoddy, and the kitten climbed up under it, next to the old man's shivering body. Somehow, someway, when the two of them touched, so close and together, a tiny bit of magic happened, and they both began to feel better. The grumpy old Frazzle began to feel a warmness in his heart that spread through his body to every single part. His shivering subsided, his cough became quiet. If you have never slept with a kitten, perhaps you should try it. And the grumpy old Frazzle became a different man that day, all because of a small forlorn kitten, a lost little stray. If If you have ever visited the small town of Frazzleville, before you might notice something new. Where there once was an old worn-out shack is a home built anew. And the grumpy old Frazzle is now a kind soul. He scores very highly in a Frazzle's friendliness poll. The kitten is now full grown and happy, so we'll end our short chat about the once grumpy old Frazzle who loves his Christmas cat.